Well, what about the people that still drink and drive?
It's tragic. I mean, it is really tragic. I was just watching Lindsay Lohan's situation, the court case yesterday. It's tragic because now she's got a bracelet on, and this is the second time, and now they're trying to force her this way and the other, and we're talking about a dual diagnosis of addiction. And it's tragic for me because I've had such fabulous results with families where there is an addict, when I can get my hands on one committed family member who can really work with that family member with the addiction. The only reason somebody's drinking and driving is that they are unconscious. They're unconscious about what they're doing. They're unconscious about the danger. They're unconscious about what death will be like or what being maimed or injured will be like. They simply are unconscious. And it is a brain chemistry problem and or a brain wiring problem, period. And so we pray that over time people will be more educated and they'll use my system and other people's systems to really turn this around. It's the same thing. What do you do when you love someone who's an addict? So the question is, how much do you love that person who's an addict? You know, are you willing to go as far as Arno or Sharon or Mark or a lot of the people I work with? You're willing to go as far as they did to turn their loved one's life around so their loved one would get clean and sober? Because my results are 100%. When I have a parent or a spouse or some family member who's 100% committed, there's always sobriety at the end of it for that other family member, always. But very few people that I've worked with so far are willing to really master these skills. It means basically that they have to change their brain. So if you really care about somebody, then call me and we'll talk about it. Let you know exactly what's required and you'll decide.
Great idea. And so how long can it take someone to shift from ignoring safety and health until actually they're really ready for the awareness of it?
You know, I think a lot of the work that I do is as the result of having lost my best friend. She was my best friend in high school, Jane Altman, and by the time she was 37, she was gone. So she started making dangerous choices when she was about 17, when she was a junior, and we went to school together. So for 20 years, which is a very long time, for 20 years she made really poor choices, very dangerous decisions, and died as a result of them. And so a lot of the work that I do is because of this. Growing up on the Upper East Side in New York, you know, people often had a lot of money, a lot of power, and didn't have the skills to really support their children. Not in Jane's case. Her parents were totally devoted to her. It was just a real tragedy. But a lot of cases I see they don't know what to do for their children. They don't know what to do for their husband or wife. They don't know what to do, and I have had great results. So call me, I know what to suggest. You don't have to struggle alone, and tough love doesn't work. There's too many deaths.